Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsy's Guitar World. Now during the week, midday, I normally just do a cover version. And I don't really say much, maybe a 70s rock classic or an 80s heavy metal classic. Today I'm doing something new, newish anyway, for me. And I'm going to expand it slightly with a bit of an intro and maybe a quick lesson as well. I haven't decided because I'm not sure I can play the song 100% correctly. But we'll see how this goes. So there's a backstory with this one. So during the summer, I'm in America. My friend Fred and I are travelling from Raleigh, North Carolina, way up to Detroit, Michigan, up to Kalamazoo. And he has on his phone or on his mobile music device in his truck, he has this song. And it comes on and I'm like, man, that's brilliant. That's so good. And then about the same time, I get a message from my mate Alistair in Canada. And he's like, sends me a link to this song and says, you'll love this. Like, I know you're a big fan of Southern Rawk, you're a big fan of loud guitars, you will love this. And we were both right. So I listened to this song a lot at the time and I done a quick cover of it. Now you're already frustrated saying, what's he talking about? What song is he talking about? What band is he talking about? The band are the Georgia Thunderbolts. I'll do a quick bit of reading here because I haven't memorised it all. Georgia Thunderbolts. This is their bio and I think this is very accurate as well. Whether it be on the banks of the Mississippi River or deep in the heart of the English countryside, rock and roll lives, breathes and burns on the outskirts. I'm from the outskirts of Edinburgh. I mean, I live in Edinburgh. I'm not from Edinburgh. Hailing from Rome, Georgia. I've been in Rome, Italy. I've never been in Rome, Georgia. I've never even been to Georgia. I think I've been to 12, 13 American states, but I've never been to Georgia yet. But I do hope to go there next time I'm in the Americas. Georgia Thunderbolts rise up with a scorching signature style, steeped in soulful southern swagger, blistering blues and raw rock, and they are very much that. You know, there's a real southern rock thing going on. You know, where they're from is probably not that surprising. Very sort of Skinner-y, maybe in a bit of Blackberry Smoke as well. Alan Collins band, I don't know. How many people wear an Alan Collins band t-shirt these days? Especially an old guy in Scotland. So there's a southern rock thing going on. Maybe even some free. There's some sort of 70s rock, British rock going on there as well. And some of the songs are drop D tuning, so there's heavy guitars as well. When you listen to the album, you hear some really killer bass playing going on as well. Like in the background, a very, very handy bass player, like I've got to say. My apologies, I haven't learned all the guys' names. But they're great, they're absolutely fantastic. So the premise of today's video is a quick cover of our Georgia Thunderbolts song called Lend a Hand, which is brilliant. I mean, honestly, you could play this riff for the whole day. In fact, I'm going to do a quick lesson just even to show you how to play that riff. Because you could turn up to your band practice, crack open a 6-pack and you and the boys could jam through this riff for about 8 hours, I reckon, without getting bored. It's brilliant. And there is. And I would definitely say, please do check out the Georgia Thunderbolts. I'm not sponsored to promote the band. I just love them. They're absolutely brilliant. It's like the second coming of the Southern Rock. There you go. Simple as that, folks. As ever, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.
Everybody puts you down, no one would pick you up. Well, I'm here to tell you, friend, you're not the only one. I've been there before, and it's a bridge you have to cross alone. Lend a hand to me when you feel down, and keep your head. I can't take back. I got a lot of demons, Lord, and they're trying to pull me back. And I just can't sit around and wait for things to turn. I gotta make it happen, 'cause there's a lot I've got to learn. Lend a hand to me when
I won't do the whole tune, I'll show you the main riff because you could jam on this riff for the whole day. So good. So we're in drop D tuning. And it goes like this, or at least I think it goes like this. So what that is the open bottom string, now down to D. So it's open bottom string, 3rd fret of the A, hammer on to the 5th fret of the A, over to the 3rd fret of the D. Back to the 5th fret of the A. Pull off from the 5th fret of the A to the 3rd fret of the A, and then down to the 6, 5, 3 of the bottom string. So you play the first part again after you finish that. I'll just play the first measure. First measure. I'll get a better view, different angle. One last time. Now manually manhandling the camera, so you have to use the wobbly camera work, so that's the very first part. So it repeats that again, but has a different ending, which goes like this. And in the context of the whole riff, so a wee bit of a dampening the strings. Different angle. Actually, I'll just quickly go through the other parts. The chorus is just D, C, B, like this. Now the end part is quite tricky. Now I think this is how it goes, not 100% sure, but I think this is how it goes, but it's so cool. So there's a lot of pull-offs. So it's really all round the 3rd, 5th frets first time round, and that's on the D and the A and D strings, and starting on the bottom string open, which is now a D. Go down to the 2nd fret, hammer back onto the 3rd fret of the A, pull off to the open A. Play that. Now it sounds like he's doing a pinch harmonic on the 2nd fret of the A string. Finish on the 2nd fret of the A to the open A, G, quick tug on that as they say, to the D. That's how it sounds to me anyway. The pinch harmonics perhaps maybe on the 3rd fret of the bottom string, or maybe they're doing the 2 of those. Not 100% sure, so I'll show you another quick angle of that. Once more. Now, I had a wee go at the solo. I think I'm maybe 70% of the way there. It certainly wasn't 100% accurate. But if you're interested, I'll quickly play through it slowly, or play through what I did slowly, and if you think it's okay, you could perhaps copy that, but my recommendation would be to actually watch the video and learn it properly like the chaps in the band play it. But here's what I did. So the solo starts with a rake across the, sounds like the G, B string at the 5th fret, and then the 7th fret of the G, and then, so again, I'm not saying this is 100% accurate, but here's what I was playing. So that's up on the 12th fret of the G, 13th fret of the B, bend the G up, and then this. A unison bend at the 10th fret of the E and 13th fret of the B. And then this. So you're bending that 13th fret of the top E all the way up a full tone. Bend up all the way, drop it down. Do it again, down to the 12th fret. Down to the 15th fret of the B, 13th fret of the B, bend it up with vibrato. Now here's a bit I'm definitely not sure of what he's playing here, but it's round about these notes. It sounds like it's just coming off that like D minor pentatonic. At the 10th fret over to the 13th fret, and then going down that, or something like that. He definitely plays this the 2nd time, and then a run down and bends. So that's my very amateur take on how this almost goes, but certainly it's in that ballpark. My apologies to anybody in the band who watches this.